Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Chevalric, and today I just wanted to sit down with you guys and just talk about these new double XP tokens that were introduced last double experience and that have returned this time, that allow you to buy all sorts of things from skilling outfits to bonus experience things to proteins to even the other skilling outfits with the fragments that you get while skilling that you can make with invention, and what that actually means for the game overall, at least in my point of view. Also, you can probably tell, but I am a little bit ill, so I'm kind of sorry in advance if I sound a little bit different. There's nothing I could do about it. I still want to bring you guys a video. I was actually meant to make this on Tuesday, but I could literally not speak, so here we are, guys. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of these. Leave a like in the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. Also, check out the second channel. I upload different types of videos on there, more video essay types. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out and let's just talk about it. Okay, so what is the point I'm trying to make with these double XP tokens? Let me clarify one thing. I think the double XP tokens are an amazing thing that Jagex has introduced. Whilst playing during double experience, you get these tokens given to you in pairs of 200. And you can spend them on skilling outfits that boost your experience, but now also on the fragments that you can use for the other skilling outfits that give you all sorts of different buffs for all sorts of different skills that you make with invention. And if you've got all of them, you could just spend it on bonus experience, lamps, stars, proteins, dummies, whatever. That is amazing, and I think Jagex introducing this and actually having this currency transfer over to the next double experience is a 10 out of 10 Jagex W, because quite frankly, these outfits are very tedious to get, but they do give you a benefit. A fun fact, by the way, is if you're just going for 99, most of these outfits are actually not even worth getting, because the little amount of experience that you gain by having them actually doesn't really outweigh the time it takes to obtain them. Because you might spend a couple of hours obtaining them, but the amount of experience you would be losing / gaining by having the outfit is not worth it if you go for 99, but obviously would be worth if you go for 120. Now, that is actually where, in my opinion, lays the issue. Is I feel like getting these outfits through the means of these tokens is really nice, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten out of my way to get them, because, well, the content that it usually comes from is not that great. And I feel like a lot of people that I've seen on social media, and just that I've talked to in general, really like it as well for that exact same reason. And that, in my opinion, is not a good reason. Because let's be real, an outfit that gives you 5% experience boost in total for just having it is really good. Like, it saves you time, it saves you money, especially, as I said, if you go for 120, and people are not willing to go out of the way to get it. Does that mean that they might be underpowered when it comes to experience boost? Maybe, but I think it more so has to do with the content that it comes from. Let's take the chef's outfit, for example. Very nice to have, and even the chef's hat with the attachment gives you a chance to make some extra food and give you extra experience or money or profit or whatever they are. But people still don't go out of the way to really get it. Why? Because it comes from Gnome Restaurant. Gnome Restaurant is a fun mini game, and it has its charm. I did it for a video on the series that I did, where I tried to make money from scratch and necromance from scratch. It was a lot of fun. However, it's not a piece of content that I probably would go out of my way to do if I just want to train cooking, especially because, yet again, it takes a little while. You need to do the tutorial. The tutorial is very clunky. It's very outdated, and it's just one of those mini games that, in essence, it's cool and all, and it really I like it being in the game, but it's also so outdated that you just don't want to do it, and that the preferred method is to just do it via double experience, or just not get it at all. Or even worse, is the fletching outfit, which I believe, I'm 99% sure, I should have really looked it up for the video, you get from stealing creation. And that's a minigame no one even plays anymore, so I don't even know if you can even get it anymore. So it just shows that these outfits come from pieces of content that are irrelevant. But then again, the flip side of that is, if you remove these outfits from these pieces of content, then no one would be doing that content, period. And now at least some people are still doing the content because they do care about getting some of these skilling outfits, right? And I think that is a very difficult balance. And I just don't know how they could really fix it. Because on one hand, you could try and fix these old pieces of content, but then again, you can't really change them that much because there's not really much to change. Maybe you can streamline some things like the tutorial part and remove it from the gnome restaurant thing, for example. But on the other hand, why? Like, it's probably better to move it to a more relevant piece of content or just to something else, at least in my opinion. Like, I've been preaching for the fort to get more content, like the actual buildings in the fort, since I realized that it's just a new location for the same skilling method that I've talked about a lot last year. Let's take, for example, yet again, I'm using the cooking outfit, but this can go for anything that is placed in the fort, right? How about in the kitchen? You get an activity where you can hand in the food that you're cooking, get a little bit of an experience drop, and you get a chance of getting one of the cook's pieces. That way, it's a better trading method because, well, you hand the food in, so you don't get any profit, but you get extra experience. Maybe it could be like 20% of the fish that you cook, you get back if you hand it in, or 10% or whatever, and you just give all the food to the cook, and then you have a chance of getting the outfit. This makes it so that the activity is still worth doing after you've got the outfit, because, well, it will still be your best method for experience, but you will also be able to get the chef's outfit whilst actually training your cooking and actually working on cooking and becoming a chef. And you get the chef outfit, you get what I mean? And you could do that for woodcutting as well, where, you know, you could hand in your logs to get the lumberjack outfit, or you can do that whilst fletching, you can do that whilst doing the prayer activity. And of course, not all the skills that have outfits are in the fort, but I believe like it's probably better to just create newer activities that are more relevant for this than having it the other way around. Because quite frankly, the fact that these double experience tokens are so loved just kind of shows how bad the content is that these skilling outfits come from, at least in my personal view. So I'm just kind of vouching for them to have a little look at the ways you obtain these skilling outfits and see if we can place them at a more relevant method where you would not even have to go out of your way, but you do have to do some sort of activity. You're not just going to get it whilst playing, but you get it whilst doing a little activity that actually benefits you, like I said, for example, with that cooking thing in the fort, and not just hand it over to you like, hey, here's this cooking outfit that gives you 5% experience because you're now level 60 or whatever. Don't do that. I think you should still definitely earn it, but add it to something where you're actually training cooking, where you're actually working on the skill instead of being an Uber Eats driver in RuneScape. But heyo, that is just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and please, if you can, check out the second channel. I really would appreciate it. And my name is Chevalric, and I shall see you guys in my next video.